Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about low kicks, and in particular, which part of your leg you should be hitting with or can hit with. That might be the more appropriate language, because many people have this perception that when you throw your low kick, you have to land with your shin. That's where you do the most damage, so you have to land with it. But there are downsides to landing with the shin versus other areas. So let's discuss all this, because I think if you had that idea that all low kicks need to be with the shin, this will open your mind up. Open up your world, a world of possibilities with low kicks. Now, you can very simply go and watch any fighter. I'm gonna say like 9 out of 10 fighters, watch them throwing low kicks and see if they are exclusively landing with their shin. They're not. There might be a couple guys who manage it, but in general, no. Now, when you are landing with your shin, you have different options. You can pull your toes back versus point them. If I'm landing with my shin, a lot of times I'm flexing my toes up because it stabilizes the muscle. It squeezes the muscle, and in my experience, provides more protection for the shin. But as we start to move down to the foot, we obviously don't want to do that because we don't want to jam our toes, so we start flexing. When we properly flex our foot, and it's very rigid, we start providing protection and extra stability through there. If I come in and I throw my low kick like this, and it's all loose and I land right on the instep, yeah, your foot or your whole lower part of the leg is going to blow up. If I land right in there, I can very much damage myself. But once I start flexing, in my experience again, you can take damage to that foot. You can go and throw to somebody's thigh. You can even have them check and still really be okay. So this idea that, okay, I have to come and I have to land with the shin, well, in one way, it's gonna, yes, create more damage. It limits me on how close or how far I can be from the bag. So if I'm within punch range, sure, I can throw my low kick with my shin. As I start moving outside punch range, I can't land with my shin. Now I'm gonna be landing with my foot. But I don't wanna have this limitation that I always have to be in punch range to throw my low kick. Well, yes, that sometimes works. What happens if I want to lead off with a low kick outside of punch range? Or what happens if my opponent gets backed up? I step in and they don't stay here. They get knocked backwards. And all of a sudden, yeah, I'm at this point where I'm gonna land with my foot. That is 100% okay. Don't think that you have to throw your low kicks only with your shin. Now, the one caution that I will have is if somebody is checking like this, if they are pulling their heel in and exposing their knee and really trying to catch your foot with the knee, that will very much hurt you. But if they're just checking like this and you do, as I said, you flex your foot, you will be okay. Your foot's not gonna blow up, it's not gonna break. So it's a matter of me finding my range. Obviously, just outside of punching is good. And then I just blast that low kick in, I flex my foot, and I'm fine. No big deal. And this, again, opens up a whole new world of possibilities, because now, from outside of jab range, you can start blasting in these low kicks. And now this creates great setup opportunity, because if I'm always going to have to be here, that means I either need to lead with punches, or I need to walk into this guy's punch zone, and he might shut me down so fast. But now from out here, I can be, okay, I'm gonna use this, touch, and then step in. And it makes it so much harder for this person. So much harder for them to know what's coming and to be comfortable with their defense. Now, I know many people want to kick with their shin, but keep in mind as well that landing exclusively with the shin, especially when we go shin on shin or knee on shin, that in my fight experience is when the real damage can happen. I have not walked out of a fight before and been going, oh my gosh, my foot has exploded, I can hardly walk. I have walked out of a fight and gone, oh my gosh, my shin has got so swollen, the whole leg is just boom, ballooned up, and now, yeah, I can hardly move my leg. And sometimes the damage through here starts kind of moving down, and just putting weight on that hurts. Of course, you can do conditioning, shin conditioning on the bag, but equally, you can do foot conditioning. you can go in and find a hard bag and just start and work on that foot. So you're going to be able to take that extra little bit of damage. But you're not going to hurt your foot landing on somebody's thigh. You're not going to hurt your foot landing on the inside of the thigh. And you're really not going to hurt your foot too bad on the shin. It's just more so the knee that we need to be extra cautious of. So start playing around with that ability now to move outside range and throw your low kicks. This makes it much easier as well because you don't have to always worry about, oh my gosh, my head has to be off the center line as I low kick, or my hands have to be up because I'm in that strike range. Now I can be back here a little bit and I don't have to be quite as cautious about everything. So that's my experience as a 6-time professional world champion. And hopefully some of you guys out there who have had this idea that, okay, this is the limitation in the striking zone I have for low kicks. Hopefully this will open your eyes and give you a little bit more opportunity to utilize those low kicks from different ranges, different ways, and your tactics of fighting can change because of that. Thanks for joining, guys. I will see you back here soon for another video.